John Spence, trusted consultant, respected advisor, experienced strategist, passionate speaker, well-read author, a top 100 business thought leader, helping Fortune 500 businesses and executives achieve more success every day.
As most of you watching this video know, I'm a voracious reader. I've been reading about 100 to 120 business books a year, every year since 1989. And I'm always looking for the very best information, the best ideas, the newest thoughts, things that I can bring to my clients, ideas that I can use in my own businesses. And today I'd like to share 3 books with you, 2 new and 1 a classic that I think will help you and your business a tremendous amount. The first one I want to talk about is Mastering the Rockefeller Habits 2.0 Scaling Up by Verne Harnish. I'm a huge fan of Verne's. He's widely recognized as the world's leading expert on high-growth companies, what they call gazelles. And I read his first book, Rockefeller Habits, which I thought was fantastic. I highly recommend that one. But this one takes that and goes up even another level, hence the reason Rockefeller Habits 2.0. This is one of the most specific, focused, well-written books about how to take a company and move it up to the next level, to take it from 2 million to 10, 10 million to 50, 50 to 100 million. And the thing that differentiates Verne from almost everybody else, well, 2 or 3 things. One is he and his team understand this very, very well. They've had a massive amount of exposure to high-growth companies all over the world, and they've been able to go in and examine them and look at what really works. Number 2 is this is a very process-driven book. I wrote, the books I write are much more about big ideas, vision, things like that, big strategies. They talk about this in this book as well, but really what they did get down to is let's take the ideas and get them down to granular, step-by-step things you must do to move your company forward. So if you want a really good book that's not only going to give you some of the big strategies, but it's going to give you the real tools to take those strategies, write them down, sit with your team, and figure out specifically what you have to do to take your company to the next level, I highly, highly recommend Rockefeller Habits 2.0 Scaling Up by Verne Harnish. The next book is called The Culture Engine by Chris Edmonds. And I've been following Chris for a while, reading his blogs, reading some of his other work. And I enjoyed this book a great deal. And again, it runs counter to the way I think and I normally do things, very detail-oriented. So, I've long said that culture equals cash and that having a winning culture, attracting, keeping, growing the top talent is critical to the success of every business, that most businesses today are differentiated only by the quality of the people they can get, grow, and keep on their team and the relationships they create with their customers, and that's all around culture. What Chris has done in this book, again, much like Verne and Scaling Up, is specific, measurable, hands-on tools, step-by-step guide. So if you want a big picture book about culture, this is not the right one. But if you want to figure out how to improve the culture in your business and you want some workshops and some things to fill out and some stuff to write down and to really make you think and walk you through the process, The Culture Engine is an excellent book. It'll literally just take you step by step through a lot of the key things you need to do to start to build a really great culture, which is critical to the success of every company. The last book I want to talk about is an oldie, but a really, really goodie. It's called Lessons in Excellence from Charlie Trotter, and it was written by Paul Clarke. And for those of you that don't know, Charlie Trotter ran a restaurant called Charlie Trotter's for years, and it was recognized year after year after year for like 15, 20 years straight as one of the top restaurants in the world. And when I read this book, I underlined it so much, re-underlined it. It's got writing all over it. I literally used this book as a blueprint to build one of the businesses I started years ago, an advertising and marketing firm. It nails what it takes to create a business based on being the best in the world. What are the attitudes you have to have? How do you attract talent? How do you manage that talent? If you really want to push your business to the next level and you really want to expect excellence and be as good as you possibly can, Lessons in Excellence is an outstanding book. And it's not step-by-step like the last 2 books. It's a little bit broader, more thinking. But boy, if you really want to have a superb organization that strives to be among the best in the world at what you do, Lessons in Excellence by Paul Clarke is absolutely one of my favorites. I've read it over and over again. It's just that good. The very last thing I want to leave you in this blog is something I actually put in the last blog, but I just think it bears repeating. I talked about that global report, the How report, 36,000 employees, 18 countries, talking about culture and everything. And then I also talked about another report that was around when leaders are at their best, and they called it Genius Leaders. And it sort of came down, both reports said that leaders are at their best, organizations are at their best when they are focused on an inspiring purpose and they are being of service to others. They're helping other people. So I looked at that and sort of read it around and went, well, this is pretty straightforward. Let me make this awesomely simple. To be a genius leader and run a successful company, you only need to do this: purposefully help others. You know, I think it was Zig Ziglar said it years ago. If you just help enough other people get what they want, you'll get everything you want. Mr. Covey said it, Dr. Covey said it in having an abundance mentality. But if you get up every day and you work and you strive to purposefully help others, I'm really of a strong opinion that everything should work out pretty good for you too. So that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please be nice and share this on your network. I've got links down here for all the books. You can go to Amazon and see what they are. And if you need anything, send me a note. If there's a question you have or something you'd like me to cover in one of these blogs, I'd love to hear from you. I look forward to talking to you soon.